Hey everyone, Shannon here, and welcome to this live where I'm going to be talking about business model and debt and all of that other fun stuff that we all love to talk about. But I find it so important for women to really know money, to really know finances, to be comfortable with money, especially if you are a female entrepreneur. So if this is the first time you're ever watching my video, we just recently became friends. Hey, my name is Shannon. I'm a business and money mindset coach for female entrepreneurs. I help female entrepreneurs make more money without the hustle by working on their mindset, creating an aligned business, and also bringing them more joy in their life. So if you're watching this, you're probably a female entrepreneur. So hey, hello. And really thinking about what I want to talk about is what has to happen and what you have to have, what your business model has to have in order for you to make that next investment? Or how can you feel more comfortable making that next investment in your business? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is creating a business model that creates cash, that creates money. This is the most important thing, guys, okay? The thing I always teach my clients is about creating a high-end package. So I always teach my clients how to create a high-end package because I stress the importance of creating cash flow in your business is the biggest and the most important thing. If you have a business right now, and you do not look at your bank account daily, you do not look at your checking account daily, you do not look at your business bank account daily, you don't look at your personal bank account daily, you feel awkward talking about money, you feel awkward on the phone talking about money, you're going to want to stay and watch this because your relationship to money as a female entrepreneur is the number one determining factor for whether you will succeed in this business or not. Think about it this way, okay? If you have a business and you sell something for money, you also accept money. Think of your business as basically like, you need the heart or the blood, whatever. Think of your business as like a human body, right? And your business needs blood or oxygen or the heart pumping, right? To actually stay alive. So in order for your business to stay alive, you need to be creating more money. You need to have cash flow. Cash flow is like the bloodline for your business, right? You can't grow, you can't pay yourself, you can't pay employees without having cash flow. So this is why I emphasize step number one, you really need to have a high-end package that you know how to sell consistently. You know how to market it consistently. You feel really good about the price. You feel really good about what's included in that package. And you know without a doubt in your heart that you can always sell that package like this. If you don't have that in your business, that is when you need to work with a coach for sure. And specifically, a money mindset coach who focuses on money, who focuses on creating aligned business models, who focuses on creating that for you. That is number one, okay? If you don't have that cash flow coming into your business, I'm going to be talking about this book that I've read and several other books and things that I've read. And basically around that cash flow in your business is the number one thing you need. So it's like the bloodline to your business. Okay. So I'm going to share with you guys from a book that I've read before. And there's a couple other books I've read, but this one is from Profit First. So he calls it, I wonder if you guys can see this. Yeah, you guys can see that. It is called the survival trap of a business. When a business gets into survival trap, basically he calls point A the crisis when you are lacking cash flow, right? And then the things you do in the crisis, which I see a lot of entrepreneurs do, which I see a lot of my clients do, that don't get them to point B, which is the vision. So let's say you're at point A and you are in a crisis, right? You're in a crisis with your business. So you take on a troublesome client for quick revenue, hoping you won't regret serving them. You offer a new product to make immediate revenue. You hire an expert to instantly expand a service or an offering. You run a last-minute promotion to generate quick cash. How many of us have ever done that? Take an unfit project to cover this month's payroll or just to even pay your bills, right? Change terms, make collection calls, ask for retainers, and other ways to speed up cash flow. Do the work yourself because no one else can do it as well as you, and plus it saves you money too, right? So when you are point A, the crisis point, when you're needing cash flow in your business, and then you start to engage in all of those things, you are not going to get to point B, which is the vision, okay? So point B is the vision for your business. can see it right over here. And the vision is what will actually sustain your business for long term. The vision is why you are doing this business. The vision is the reason why you are doing this, right? But when you get into that crisis of cash flow, you always start distracting yourself with different things that direct you away from the vision of your business, okay? So think about it like this, right? So for example, let's say you run like a branding and website design business, okay? And the vision for the business is to get high-end website consulting clients. It's to get branding clients, and you know that's the vision for your business. You want to work with high-end people. You want to get established business people, but you kind of get into this place of lack of cash flow. Sorry, guys. It's so loud in northern New Jersey. Okay. So you get into this place where you are lacking cash flow in your business. So you decide you'll take on anything to actually get money because you need to pay the bills that month, right? So you take on anything. So you take on some type of like, someone has a design project that's designing a book, or someone has a design project that's designing, I don't know, like maybe like a couple sales pages, right? When your real goal that you want to do is you want to get high-end brand design and website design clients, but you start taking on these little jobs just so you can get that cash flow, right? So that is when you get distracted from the vision of your business, and what will keep you there, it's called the trap. It's called the survival trap because it will keep you there. It will trap you there. Rebecca, it's okay. We've all been there. I've totally been there, okay? But in that trap, right? It's going to keep you in that trap. This is the work that I do with my clients because it is so freaking scary, right? To sell a high-end package. That's the scary part, okay? This is why I find money mindset work to be so important, because it's literally building like the bloodline for your business. Like if you don't have this, your business is going to die. Really, you can't survive off being stuck in the survival. Isn't that funny? It's called the survival trap, but you can't survive being the survival trap. But you really can't survive long term being stuck, always doing those things that are taking away from the vision of your business. That is why I preach and I yell and I scream that you have to sell a high-end package. And what I do is I talk a lot about this. I think you guys have heard me always talk about this, right? You have to stay in the room with this high-end package because it is so uncomfortable, right? To sell something for a lot of money. It is so uncomfortable to do that. That's why you end up doing those things that keep you stuck in the survival trap, like taking on clients you don't want to take on, lowering your prices, doing a couple other things. Like, what did he say? Like going after collection calls and things like that. Taking on a troublesome client, offering a new product to make immediate revenue, right? Hiring an expert to instantly expand your service offering, run a last minute promotion to generate quick cash. Those activities are going to keep you stuck in that crisis, in that point A. And that's your crisis cash flow, okay? So that is why it is so important, guys, that every single one of you masters and becomes an expert at selling a high-end package. That is why I preach and scream and yell all about staying in the room, selling that high-end package. If you cannot sell a high-end package, if you don't know how to market it and consistently fill it and sell it, if you feel uncomfortable asking for money, if you feel awkward asking for a lot of money, right? You are going to keep your business stuck in point A, which is the crisis, and it will not get to point B, which is the vision for your business, right? Okay, so let's talk about, now we've talked about why you can't do those things that you've been doing, like selling like random offers, taking on clients you don't want to take on, basically just kind of taking on an unfit project, something that's not really in your realm, that's not the vision for your business, right? So let's talk about basically how to know, but Shannon, if my business is currently in debt, shouldn't I be taking on anything I can just to make some money, just to pay myself, just to pay the bills, right? Shouldn't I be doing that? I have debt, Shannon. I need to make money, all this other stuff, okay? So this is where I'll tell you guys a personal story. This is where my deciding, like the decision that completely changed my business, that has made me go from stuck at 3K months to have had a 30K month. I have had $11,000 in one day. I have had like these big cash months, consistent income coming in. I'm going to hit six figures this year. And last year I was stuck at $30,000 in revenue, not profit, $30,000 in revenue. Okay. So when it came to this decision that I had to make, it was exactly at this time last year. Exactly at this time last year. In November of 2017, I decided to start reinvesting in my business. What I had did was I kind of dug my heels in the ground about what I was going to invest in for a couple months. I had made some bigger investments, invested with coaches, all of that other stuff. And then come 2017, it was right around February 2017, something happened. I don't know what happened to me, but something not cute happened where I stopped investing. I would make little investments and actually act like those were okay. Like I was like, well, I invest like $200 a month. I invest like $100 a month in a course or something. I'm always investing. And I kind of made that like my thing of I'm always investing. So come November 2017, stuck at making $3,000 a month, sometime make a $5,000 a month, cash very low, every single month being exhausted, hustling till the end of the month, right? Then starting all over again when the month began, like come like, something like this, like November 6th, it would be like the hustle starts all over again because I need to make money in this business this month. I had no consistent cash flow. I had the cash flow was like a trickle, right? So come November of 2017, I'm in debt. My business is in debt, and I am only making $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And I'm like, I cannot sustain this. My business model. So this is how I looked at all the investments that I made in November and going forward. I have always made investments over 2,500 for myself, always, every single time. Okay. So like this whole year, every investment has been over $2,500. So when it came to November of last year, I realized that my business model, going the way it was going, it either would never get me out of debt or it was going to take me years to get out of debt. Years, right? And I have almost all of my debt, almost all of it right now. But what I realized in November 2017 was that the business model that I had was not going to get me out of debt. That was it, guys. Like what I was doing was not going to get me out of debt. I was going to burn myself out. And something had to change. Something drastically had to change because it just was not looking pretty. Like if you look at your current business model right now, right? And all of you guys sit down today, look at your current business model. What packages are you offering? What services are you offering? How many people are you getting them in? If you have no structure, if you have no idea what that looks like, this is really the starting point for you getting to change. Now, here's the biggest thing that comes up next is, Shannon, I know you say sell a high-end service package, but I am terrified. I am terrified of selling something. And when I say high-end package, I'm always saying something $3,000 and above. And most people are terrified of that, right? Like most people are scared. And that really is rooted in that your relationship with money is not good. Typically, if you are scared of money, if you are scared of money in any way, and that means scared of asking for a lot of money, asking for 3,000, asking for 5,000, asking for 10,000, typically what that signals is that your relationship with money right now is not in an empowered place. You are scared of money. And as long as you continue that cycle of being scared of money, you will continue to not make any money. So what has to happen first, okay? So we look at our business model and we say, is this business model going to pay off my debt that I have right now? I have no idea how this business model can pay off my debt right now, right? If you're just bringing in like 1,000 here or 500 here, you need to sell a high-end service package. And then the next question is, why are you not selling high-end service packages? Is it because you're scared? And then what you can do is you can go another step further and say, I'm scared of money. Yep, for sure. I'm scared of money. So in November of 2017, when I was stuck, guess what all of the next investments I made were? All around money. Every single investment I made after that was about money. I had started dabbling in money in the summer and started saying, like something is broken in my business. I'm not making enough money. I'm scared of money. I'm not looking at my bank accounts. I'm not asking for the money that I want. So something is broken here. So I started reading a whole bunch of books on money, on wealth, and all this other stuff. And then come November of 2017, every investment I made was a course on money, was a boot camp on money, was a coach with money, everything was about money. Once you are able to feel empowered around money, that is when you can start asking for the money that you need. That is when you can start demanding those high-priced clients. And that is when you can start saying, I have the business model now that will pay off not only my business debt, my personal debt, anything else that I want. I know now I can make money consistently. I know now that I am not afraid of money. I'm not afraid of making financial decisions, right? So anytime I go to make an investment now in my business, it's like, will this investment, grow my business? Yes? Okay, cool. Will this investment, if this investment will wipe me out, how am I going to feel about that? Will it get me to the next level? Everything has to be around, will this get me to the level that I need to be at? Will this investment, and for me, it just makes the most sense. Sorry, guys. For me, it just makes the most sense always to invest in something that helps your relationship to money. Because if you are a female entrepreneur, which I know you are because you're watching one of my videos, you sell something for money. You sell something. Either you sell things on Etsy for money, you are selling services for money, you are selling coaching things for money. You are selling something for money when you feel awkward about money. And that will forever be really hard for you to get out of debt if you feel weird around money. So the hardest thing that I see is that I see when people are investing in things like Facebook ads, but they can't sell a high-end course. They don't have a business model that's going to get them out of debt. Is when I see people investing in other things when they don't have that business model foundation laid. And I can't tell you guys how important it is to have that business model foundation laid. If you do not have it, if you cannot talk about money, if you cannot sell a high-end service package, if you cannot create consistent money in your business, I don't care if you're in $20, $50, $100,000 of debt. You need to continue investing in yourself because you need that business model in order to get you out of debt, right? And so here always comes the next thing, right? But Shannon, debt is bad. Debt is so bad. Debt is the worst thing. The biggest thing I learned is that your money story will be different from your parents. Did your parents have a business? No? Okay, then your money story can't be theirs. And the idea that debt is bad, debt is bad, debt is bad is other people's money stories and beliefs. Whenever we are looking to start a business, there are investments that need to be made. There's money that need to be spent. Now, I'll say this though. You can either choose to spend money or spend time. You will have to choose between either one, okay? If you have time, go ahead, do it. I don't have time. I need to buy another home. I know, another home. I need to buy another home, okay? As now I want 2 homes, okay? And I don't have that time because I'm getting older. I need to start having children, right? And we want to have children in that other home. I have no shame around that. I want 2 homes to have my children in, right? I chose to spend money instead of spend time. That's just my personal choice. Doesn't mean you have to. If you have loads of time to make some money in your business, if you have a lot of time, there's no rush, there's no thing that you feel like, I really want to be able to have this business making this amount of money by this time, then you can spend time. Spend all your time trying to build this business. But if you are in a time crunch, where you either want to retire your husband by a certain time, where you either want to do something by a certain time. For me, it's have children, build our other home. If that is important to you, then spend money, okay? But you will always have to choose between 2. Either spend your time or you spend your money. You can't go without either, okay? So, guys, here's the deal. if you don't have a business model right now, if you look at your business model and say, I'm not making any consistent money, if you look at your business model right now and say, I don't know how to sell a high-end package, I don't know how to get cash flow in your business, you need to work with me. I have spots available right now in my program called the Six Figure Incubator. I'm going to put the link in the comments right here, but this is exactly what I do with all of my clients. My clients, a lot of them go from hustling for $5,000, like little scraps a month, every single month, these little scraps, and being exhausted, to then selling $15,000 packages like my client just did the other day. And before that, she did a $36,000 a month without working more. Okay. If you can get comfortable and confident around selling your package for that much, right? Think about how that would change your business. If you could sell a $15,000 package, how would that change your business? How would that change your life? And you can even think of if the person was paying you 3 monthly payments of $5,000 for the next 3 months, you will be making $5,000 guaranteed consistent cash. How would that change your life? And how would that change your business, right? If you can sell packages at $10,000 or sell, like another one of my clients sold 5 seats in her mastermind at $5,000 a piece, that was consistent money coming in for 5 months. I think she's based the payment plans. For 5 months, she had money consistently coming in addition to the people who paid in full. If you had that locked in and guaranteed for your business, I mean, how would that change your life? It would completely change your life, right? This is why I find it so important to do the money mindset work, to do the work about creating a business where you create these high-end packages and you know for sure that this is the business model that you can now sustain and maintain, and it will bring you consistent money, right? Right? Okay, so head to the Six Figure Incubator, apply there now. If the Six Figure Incubator is not for you, if you're wondering what other programs I have available right now, send me a message. I have 2 other programs that are available right now. One is in person in New York. And another one is, my intensive. I think I have an intensive available right now. So feel free to send me a message and we can chat about it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day. Go out and vote today. I'm voting today. All right. Bye, guys.